Hi, this is Magic Bob Levy, co-owner of the Gold Academy, and I just want to take a few minutes today to talk to you a little bit about the gold and silver, precious metals business, because I think right now, in the middle of all this controversy and the rises and falls of the prices of gold, the price of silver, the price of platinum, is germane to what's going on in the world. And so I thought it was a great time to explain that to everybody. So let me just begin with saying this, that there's a lot of purchasing of gold and silver in the industry, where they're in the big finance industry, if you will, in the companies that are managing huge funds. You'll notice sometimes there's a big event going on and the stock market has a tendency to drop. Well, the reason the stock market drops is because these big institutions have major sell-offs. And what they tend to have a tendency to do is, when they're selling off on the stock side, they're buying into the gold side, because they're buying in at a very low rate, because it just so happens that gold and silver are probably at a major low at this particular time. Over the last 4 or 5 years, this is about the lowest at gold and silver. So it's a very attractive buy for these institutions. So they'll take money out of the stock market, and you'll watch the stock market fall, and then they'll put money into the gold market, and then you'll watch the gold and the silver market rise. And what's really going on is there is a lot of institutional money that does that. And then there's a tendency to drop back and sort of do a little bit of a correction in the gold and silver. But it's not because the institutions are taking money out and taking out profits. They actually leave a lot of that money in, and they sit with it, because it's a real hedge on the fact that there's a possibility all the time right now, because of the way our government's been manipulating the money, that there may be some sort of a crisis in the financial industry. And so if the stock market does, they keep saying it's going to take a correction, or we're going to have a stock market crash. And that's only because traditionally there has been that kind of activity. And when you look at what's going on in our government, and when you look at what's going on in the world, you're going to notice that there's a lot of volatility. And so there's a big push for these hedge funds and these money managers, these money market people, to broaden their portfolio, or in other words, have some gold, have some silver, have some platinum, have some stock, and to try and broaden their portfolio, probably have some real estate, so that no matter what goes on, that they don't have a major crash. They don't have a major crash in the marketplace. So the reality is that a smart money will always buy a little silver, buy a little gold. And up in the area where I am, in the North Georgia area, we have a lot of people that understand that. And so on a regular basis, we're moving a lot of bullion and coins into the marketplace. So if you get an opportunity to pick up some coins, or to go through your gold and silver, and maybe trade in your scrap jewelry, and trade it in for maybe some silver coins or some gold coins, so that you're not taking the money and going out and spending it, but you're putting it into a little bit of an escape package, if you will, something that will help you if we have an economic crisis. So look forward to, that's really my story for today, and look forward to the next little blog that I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to you about where you can find gold and silver that you can buy very inexpensive, and turn it around and sell it for a large profit. So make sure that you listen in and watch for our next blog, and thank you for listening in today.